We wondered, is something wrong with Patrick Mahomes? By his ridiculously lofty standards, this was not a great season for Patrick Mahomes. Did Sunday night clear up all of that? Is he now back, better than ever, best in the league, no questions asked, yes or no?
He's better than ever because he's doing it in a different way.
That's right.
So, like, we found something.
What way? What's the different way?
I mean, it's picking teams apart with smaller bites at the apple and working your way down the field in that way. And he still has these special players that can save him sometimes. And it'll be a big play because Tyreek Hill is just different. He's just a different human being.
Like that.
You get him the ball and then
fast.
That's all you see. So, yeah, I think he is better than ever because he's added another style to his game that we weren't sure that he had.
Danny?
Let's be clear. The answer to your question is yes, but there was something wrong. They were turning it over at an incredible rate, right? Through 7 games, they had 17 turnovers, most in the NFL. They had something to fix, and they all told us they were going to fix it. And we went, well, I don't know. They fixed it, and this guy is different.
I mean,
Josh Allen is different. This guy is. Excuse me, Swagoo. He's differenter.
Yes.
And he is
Different.
yes.
Different.
13 seconds. 13. How do you possibly in 13 seconds?
Oh.
Magic.
It was a Swagoo.
Painful.
I tried to match your energy from your Instagram video the moment after that took place, and I couldn't do it. I don't know if you can even get back to that place, but when they scored that play with 13 seconds left, and Marcus went on Instagram and was talking about how you will never bet against him again, you took your voice to a place that I'm not sure how to describe it. How would you describe the energy you felt just watching that?
It's in the Baptist church, G, it's called the soprano level. And listen, I can't recreate that right now because it was a whole ball of emotion. I was just enjoying looking at Josh Allen. I was enjoying looking at Patrick Mahomes. I felt like neither one of these guys were supposed to lose this game, but it was one of the greatest displays of football from quarterbacks that I had ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of great performances. I've seen a lot of dudes do phenomenal things on the field. But the fact that both of these dudes were standing like toe-to-toe, going back and forth, along with their players. Let me say that for Jeff Saturday, because it was other guys, too, on the team that made plays. But watching these guys and seeing that happen was unbelievable to me. Like 13 seconds left in that game, you thinking to yourself, I just watched two of the greatest performances I've ever seen. That's what I was thinking. I was with the Bills. I was celebrating. I was hugging people. I was saying, this is unbelievable what these guys have put on this field today. And then this happened. Now, I would have to have a talk with Leslie Frazier and all of that type of stuff. But, I mean, dude, I couldn't believe what I was watching, G. That's really what it boils down to, man.
Give me a final
I just couldn't believe
Jeff.
it.
2 areas that I think he has improved tremendously. His pocket presence and awareness and the ability to avoid pressure is absolute insanity. Like, I think it goes undervalued from an entire league perspective. How many times he should have been sacked.
They almost got
And the way that he not only buys time, but still has the field vision below. And then, to your point, the patience that he has developed over the season is next to impossible for a quarterback of his stature that's been so successful, and that he was willing to dial it back in his own standards to find what's happening underneath and trust his game plan is going to work out. Man, 2 things I've been completely impressed
He also
with.
led the team in rushing the other night
Yes.
in that game on Sunday. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.